This is a refreshing view from them.
Xbai, very giving them, instilling fear in their hearts, make them afraid of that Olaf Yone. This is going to be a ban here, so a lot of high priority champions going to be available for both sides after this banning phase, I think.
Also, good respect bans. I mean, Xbai is so good on this champion. His Olaf during their match against WHG actually allowed them to secure that game. Given the Yone ban too, maybe KBG has a different route towards this game. Since the Gwen, the Zoe so far hasn't been banned away, same as the Camile. Maybe they're trying to open some of those champions so that they can pick it up first, given that they are on blue side. So that gives a big responsibility and a pressure here towards ThunderTalk.
Yeah. Huge pressure onto ThunderTalk to choose there's so many high priority champions open in the first round, Giang. So many. So many. I wonder what they're gonna pick, because Zoe is open.
Zoe, definitely. It's 100%.
Yeah, 100% Zoe. Adran, you wanna? Oh,
wait,
Senna?
No,
not a Zoe.
Okay.
But a Senna. Interesting. Okay. So TT will definitely be going with that Zoe. I think almost definitely, because
possibly they are gonna be picking up Zoe and Camile here, since they do have it, or maybe secure a support along the way. A lot of champions are available. I believe the Aatrox was left out open as well.
Yep.
For the taking, Gwen too. And I think that might actually be the path here of KBG, having sustained champions like the Senna.
With a Gwen.
Yeah, maybe a Galio as well as their... well, the Galio has been removed, so maybe the Nautilus gonna be picked up here by KBG, plus an Aatrox. That will be so difficult to take down. Imagine the sustain of an Aatrox, sustain of a Senna, and just utmost domination. And basically the lineup not falling back when they actually move forward.
Absolutely, and it's unfortunate that we can't see the fixed advance right now, but we will be seeing what they have when we do get into game. I believe they are okay. There you go. The second round of bans is here. The Jax will be banned out, but Zoe is the pick here for KBG. Zoe, Nautilus, and Riven, while TT's got a Nasus, Camile, and a Senna.
Interesting. KBG. So KBG went with a Zoe
interesting picks.
So our tiers are so far correct. Gonna be trying to answer the big burst coming from the Zoe with massive amount of sustain. Having the Nasus, having the Senna, and they do secure the Camile as well in their first picking phase, allows them to have that innate pick potential and setting up for a fight. Having a lot of mobility as well will provide them that extra safety navigating through the map and also avoiding some threats in the laning phase, perhaps. But I do like the response here by KBG. Since the Aatrox been allowed open, nobody picked it up. Might as well did away. Might pick it up in the second picking phase. Removing also the Lee Sin mitigates the pressure here of Xbai in the jungle, but
Katarina?
No way.
Absolutely.
No
Absolutely
way.
not. Hello? A Katarina. The first Katarina I've seen in Wild Rift personally, and the first we've seen in this league.
Absolutely. Now this is an interesting turn of events. I don't think I have seen a Katarina. I mean, we rarely see a Katarina being picked off in a tournament.
Yeah.
Just because of the risk. During the Huya the Legend Cup in the CN Conference, it was used just once, and it is actually KeepBest Gaming. So the mere fact that they have tried it once and it worked, they're gonna use it again in this tournament.
Yeah, hashtag do it again. KBG, They know that this is a sleeper pick, man. Nobody's going to expect the Katarina, but the Katarina versus Akali, this is a matchup that I have personally played quite a bit back in the LoL PC days in the mid lane. And I got to tell you, this is... it's pretty annoying for both of them because they're melee champions, but they have like their Q is ranged, so they can harass and they can get harassed by each other in the mid lane. And in I think, yeah, I'm very excited. I think in the late game, it's actually Akali that comes out on top, though.
It might. I mean, there are like win conditions here that they prioritized. The sustain into pick off the assassination first from ThunderTalk, especially the Akali, Camile, and Kha'zix. The senna Nasus will just be toward game and the late game, but KeepBest Gaming are banking so much on damage. And since they do have setups, proper front lines like Nautilus and Wukong, they have AoE burst and crowd control as well, coming from not only the Wukong Cyclone that is heavily in synergy with the Death Lotus from the Katarina, but you also have the Wind Slash from the Blade of Exile of the Riven. So, man, it's going to be a bloodbath later on for sure.
Absolutely. Now, Anaran, he's gonna have to, he's gonna have to keep on his toes against Z here.
Oh yeah.
Coming up to the top lane in the battle lane against Shin, while Chin and Z in this mid lane, they are going to start bullying KBG here because TT is all about the early game dominance here. I think with that Kha'zix pick, they want to keep KBG behind early, set up for some good macros, some good dragon takes, some good herald takes, and then get their scaling off of an early game presence here.
Yeah,
as Anaran is getting pushed down to his tower.
Bot lane though, we are seeing KG making some works against the Nasus. Just trying to win the trades and force SMY to fall back. Top side might see again, as Shen is just too low in to secure a couple of plates here to help Xiaona get a couple of gold.
Yeah, and they will just barely get that turret plate. Z and Chin getting there a bit late to save that turret plate, but it's completely fine because no kills have been given up yet. They haven't been really scrapping as much as we thought they would. Both bot lanes, well, there are two members of each team in the Baron lane right now, and I think that's pretty interesting. It's just a full-on lane swap from KBG. They did put that Riven down in the bottom lane, going to be going up against the Nasus, while their two bottom laners are here in the top lane, and I think that will go really well in KBG's favor if they don't get ganked.
KBG is trying to have a farming time in the early game, since the composition mostly strives in the mid to late game when they do get their items and when they actually group up in terms of securing objectives. And ThunderTalk is just going to be looking for picks here. They have been rotating and also trying to delay the scaling of Andran in the mid lane earlier. And we are going to be looking at Xbai for sure, majority of the time, as well as Uyu and Shin as well, because those are the key playmaking champions later on that will be looking for picks, maybe looking for initiations against each other. And since ThunderTalk does have good early game to late game, I think they're gonna be safe in both of these scenarios. The only problem I think that they will be having later on is if KBG lands their crowd control in the majority of the players, and also also funnel in good synergy the AoE damage, especially from the Death Lotus.
Yeah, most definitely. It's going to be a big problem for KBG if that does. But Shin, just knowing, just feeling it, and you know, kind of, I think he did have vision of that 3-man gank. Although he is going to be coming back in here with Shin, KBG just coming out there to secure those turret plates, start to work on this tower a little bit, but not really commit to a fight. Just a little bit of an intimidation factor here for KBG as they have extended their gold lead, 500 gold up even without any kills.
Mm-hmm. It's low tempo ThunderTalk, and well, it's gonna be preferred as well here by KBG, wanting to just scale into the game. On the side of KBG, so he has a big responsibility later on to try and be safe. But yeah,
it'll be fine. It's a Zoe. Yeah. How do you catch a Zoe? You can't. Adran though, getting aggressed on by Z a little bit. Some decent damage, but you can see even with just one item, that damage is going to start to hurt later on, because right now it kind of tickles a little bit. It's not too bad, but if you get into an extended fight with the with either assassin, it's not gonna end up good for you.
I love this though. ThunderTalk just having superiority and having get priority as well here in the dragon, but they have to be very careful since most of them are level 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, and the rest of the KBG are not in a position to actually fight this. There's that download said that it's actually KBG who steals that dragon away, as well as a kill onto the Nasus. A huge, huge moment.
Actually, who is gonna be the one to stop the Death Lotus here of Anran?
That's true.
I mean, I just want to ask that question right now.
Camile is the only way.
I mean, a hook shot.
Yeah, that's it.
Just that. Else,
and they get the Herald as well. So that means that KBG just absolutely accurate ThunderTalk in the early stages of this game. So very well done. Dad gonna be coming in. Gonna be popping the Shelly right down there in the mid lane. Gotta get a charge off. Gotta get some. Oh, Aaron though, incredibly low. Oh, flashes out just in time to avoid the second Q from Z's Akali. So well done there, keeping himself alive, not falling into that assassin. Although this is another assassin here, KG versus Xbai, but Xbai has bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. That Riven is not gonna be going down without a fight.
Oh yeah, I mean, you may be a Kha'zix, but a Riven, I don't think KG will fall back in a 1 versus 1, especially that he is using a Riven, one of the most aggressive champions here in the League of Legends Wild Rift. And I think it's still not the time here for ThunderTalk, though. I think they're the ones who are supposedly making the plays in the early game. This is gonna be alarming, knowing that Datun, the Wukong, is setting at the very top. The Wukong is like a 50-50 champion. You know? If you get your farm, you will deal massive amount of damage, and you will be able to endure taking damage as well. But when you're behind, you'll basically just be a secondary support.
Exactly.
And right now, Datun is the first one. He is fed as of the moment, and he is gonna hurt when he goes in.
Yeah, Datun is going to oh god, speaking of, it is Yu who's going to get danked here, absolutely fallen on by 4 members of ThunderTalk. Really nothing he could do there as Nautilus as a support, but Datun is going to be here to defend Anran, but Xiaona as well is there. SMY going to be taking a lot of damage, but he is an ass, so he's just going to pop his big boy form, his big dog, and get out of there. Yeah, what was that ultimate? That's on. Is that Cyclone? Okay, Anran, this is going to be a little bit difficult for him. He does get some damage onto Z, but Shin getting that soul shot on him. Gonna be doing a lot of damage at Katarina. It actually seems like ThunderTalk is holding their own, even though they are behind in gold, even though they are behind in terms of macro and the Drake. They are still kind of holding their own against KBG, and Daton is going to be coming in here to perhaps get a dive on the Shin, but nah, that's a bit too aggressive, a bit too ambitious with the Riven being that low.
Oh yeah, I mean the Camile is one of those champions that is heavily turning tides in a laning phase simply because of the adaptive defenses, and also her Q, and just dealing massive damage in the entirety of the trade, especially in those short trades. And since Chen is also here, that is gonna be a tower down in the top lane, and KBG, I think they're gonna be fine giving it up for the meantime, since basically it's already 10 minutes into the game. They have farmed up pretty much a majority of the 10-minute time, and they're just waiting for the next objective. 13 seconds in, we are going to be seeing a rift held, and we're already seeing as well KBG grouping up there in preparation for the Infernal Drake.
Absolutely, and KBG, they're playing a pretty dangerous game here in the mid lane. Oh god, you actually caught that dredge line. Well done. Xiaona though did take a lot of damage, and now here it is. That's on. He's got it. He's got the cycle. He knocked up just SMY though, so that is a lot of ultimates for one member that they weren't even able to kill. That setup keeping SMY alive and healthy, and that means that KBG will be on the back foot going into this Infernal Drake. So TT, they have a lot of leeway to start this Infernal Drake already. Although Yuyu is trying to chase down Shin, SMY is there in the bush. I don't know what Nasus is going to do to catch people, but that dredge line may have been a bad thing for KBG because it did get the Hextech ultimatum from Shin. But you know, this dragon fight is starting to go a little bit sideways for ThunderTalk because SMY is getting pretty low. Xiaona is up in there, but oh, that Zoe is pretty dang low. That's odd. He's in the pit. He's gonna try to steal here. He's gonna try to steal against Chin. They have left him alone. Although the smite still goes over to the way of ThunderTalk, and that is a pretty decent kill. The Nasus is down. That's Hondo. He may be going up next. KG is trying to keep all of them alive. That's how just barely life steals it away, but he is going to get sniped out. He's taken out by the Kha'zix, and Chin keeps them all alive. It was a 4-1 in favor of ThunderTalk Gaming.
Yeah, plus a dragon secured by ThunderTalk, and it was well orchestrated how they strategized there in that fight, because now they will have a chance to secure a tower in the mid lane and even a Baron as a bonus. And it's just fascinating to see. Shin, take a look at Shin and Z, both on other end, just basically cutting down the forces here of KBG. And the perfect execution basically removed the burst damage there from KBG, and without the Zoe and without anymore the ultimate coming in from the Katarina, KBG's damage just basically falls to the ground.
Yep. Daton is not fed enough to actually be super threatening with a Cyclone, so all of the damage is kind of on the hands of the as well as the Zoe, but the sword already at the start of the team fight was incredibly low. It was not the smooth fighting. So, you know, a little bit of an oopsie there from KBG. That does mean that the gold lead has swung considerably in favor of ThunderTalk Gaming in this game.
3,000 gold leads so far as they look to continue scaling up in this game, and KBG continue to find their strong suit. What's complicated though right now in their lineup is that since they built up a teamfight based composition, side lane control might be a bit challenging for them. They actually go in.
This is a little bit challenging itself. That's all. I'm gonna get gagged there by Z, but Yuyu had to go golden there to avoid getting killed. But there it is, the re-engage here from KBG from the back. There is Shin from the back, the Akali, or sorry, the Camile in the Hextech Cultivator with KG, but Anran there, he is going to be coming in for some big damages. Unfortunately, no kills yet, as TT has that Senna to keep them all healthy. But oh my god, the big risk from Xiaona, he gets caught out and then immediately taken down by the Akali. Another kill in the side of ThunderTalk Gaming. 4,000 gold up now.
Well placed timing there by Chin, getting the last embrace towards Xiaoma. I think he did not anticipate that. He just wanted to clear the way before.
Yeah, most definitely did not think that was
into
going
a mess.
to happen.
And KBG will lose one more. Yeah, that was unfortunate.
There.
Yeah, second death of the game, but you know, still picking up the necessary items to deal that massive amount of damage. It's still gonna be good for him, since they are still, you know, trying to scale up. Looking at the items here of KBG, they want some stability side lane. So right now, KG and that are for those, you know, armor stations, anti-healing, and also those divine sun, so that they can maximize abilities as well as their anti-healings. Make sure that they win the trades against their opponent.
Big team fight coming in. SMY already got knocked up, but he's a big dog form. That's on film goes down, but not that's on himself. KBG. Oh, they are going to re-engage that depth charge. That dredge line may not have been the best idea to hit right there, as he goes very low. But they are onto the turret. The Herald is coming though, and ThunderTalk. They could look for a huge team fight here. Unfortunately, Herald is going to be going down. There are some minions there though. KBG now, they are dancing back and forth. This is a very cool dance here from both teams. Unfortunately, neither one of them are actually going to get any kills there, but it was the macro play that was better on the side of ThunderTalk.
Oh yeah. ThunderTalk basically having their strong suits much more prominent in this game, and I don't think we have seen Anran pop off just yet in those engages. Most of the time he actually gets zoned away, given ThunderTalk's positioning. Yeah, you have the dagger inside the in short proximity against everyone, but it's still speed to go. And now ThunderTalk are zoning them away. He's swinging in, bubble connecting. Xiaona gonna burst through as they go in once more.
Yeah, and KBG, now this is looking like a good fight for them. They are applying the pressure, and ThunderTalk, they want to go hard on this Drake right now, but they can't at the moment, just because ThunderTalk is preventing them, or sorry, but KBG is preventing them, but that Senna ultimate could be the turning point that they need here. Unfortunately, look at this, just in the back, he is going to be coming in strong. He's going to be keeping the rest of KBG from actually getting into that pit, and ThunderTalk will be getting that. They are now chasing down Daton. They are chasing down the rest of KBG, but they're not getting their skills. Yes. Oh my god. Look at this. Finally, they have gotten one. And that is just KBG on the back foot, retreating back to base, licking their wounds, 6,000 gold down, and all of the advantages are going to ThunderTalk Gaming.
Oh no, for KBG, they're losing their grip. In ThunderTalk, they are sensing their fear.
No. Oh, this Baron is going to be big, as there's a huge team fight erupting already. Zoe is down. No steal whatsoever. It does go to ThunderTalk, and KBG is falling one after the other. The pieces are falling down here for the lauded Chinese team. That was a huge ace. Very clean. Nobody died on the side of ThunderTalk Gaming and KBG. This may be it. This may be the first game done.
18 minutes in. It's only Dutton remaining alive, but what can you do when you're the only monk here in this phase? ThunderTalk secures the first win in this series.
What a commanding win as well. The final score was 2-10, a clean ace. At the end of that, ThunderTalk just proving that they have what it takes to beat one of the strongest teams in China right now, and nobody can actually predict what is going to happen here in Wild Rift League Asia. So let's see, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see those stats, because KBG